Hi friends, it's Miss Anna here with our weekly church school lesson, and we have reached the 4th week of Advent. You can see I have my 4 candles lit over here now. We started lighting one candle, the candle of hope, and then we lit the candle of peace. Last week was the candle of joy, and this week we light the candle of love. We've been going through the story of Jesus' birth, learning about how the promises that were made that Jesus was coming, and about how Mary and Joseph were visited by angels that told them the good news of Jesus coming, and that the important jobs they were going to have. And last week, we learned about the shepherds out in the fields and how they were surprised by the angels that told them the good news of Jesus being born. And so today we're going to pick up the story right there. We're going to, with the shepherds out in the fields and the angels have just left. So I want you to have that image in your mind about this kind of empty field with the shepherds and the angels just leaving and the sheep there with them. So I'm going to read from the book of Luke chapter 2, verses 15 through 20. And this is what it says in the book of Luke. When the angels had left and gone into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened that the Lord has told us about." So they hurried off, and they found Mary and Joseph and the baby, who was lying in a manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what they had been told about this child, and all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds had said. But Mary treasured all these things and pondered them in her heart. The shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they had heard and seen, which they had just been told. So the reason I love this part of the story is because there are 2 ways that people in this story talk about and share the love they have with them. We have the shepherds that hear this good news, and the way they go and show that love and excitement they have about what God is doing is they go out and they tell everybody. Sometimes we're in love or there's things that we love. We go out and we just have to tell everybody all about them. On the other hand, Mary does something different. It says that Mary treasured these things and pondered them in her heart. So she thought about them in her mind, and she held them gently in her heart because they were so special to her. This love that she had for God and for the baby Jesus right there. And so for us, we can do both those things. Love looks both those ways, kind of out loud and shouting it and telling everybody about it, and also quiet in our hearts, holding it and taking care of it. The activities we have this week in our Advent kit, we have our coloring sheet that you guys can do. And there's also this little paper heart, but it's not just a paper heart. It has little tiny seeds in there. So if you go and you bury this in some dirt and put water on it and take care of it, those seeds will grow into flowers. And I love this idea for the idea of the candle of love that we are learning about this week, is because seeds are kind of like the love we have sometimes. Even when we're keeping love in our hearts, just like Mary was treasuring it and pondering it in her heart because it was so special, it didn't stay there. And just like these seeds, when they're buried, it's kind of dark in there and you can't see them, but they don't stay that way. And when we take care of the seeds, they grow into something beautiful. And that's what happens when we have God's love in our hearts. It doesn't just stay there. It grows into something really beautiful that we share with the whole world. So this week, I hope you guys take your paper seed hearts and you plant them. And that you also find really amazing ways to share God's love with those around you, and also to hold it special in your heart. So if you guys will pray with me. Let's say, "Dear God, thank you for the gift of love. Remind us of the love you showed the world by sending Jesus. Help us to love others and show them your love through our actions. Amen. Merry almost Christmas, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.